Testing 1 2. I don't know if you can hear me, but looks like all ready to go. I can see you. Good stuff. Let me pull up my 15-minute chart here. Okay, all set. And I can't hear you.
Let's see.
Okay, there we go.
Can hear me now?
Yeah, there we
All
go.
right, awesome. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, it's the first time we're doing this, but I'm Alex from Winning Trades for You. We have Andrew
Alex,
here.
do I just copy the link here?
Yeah, that's all.
All
That's all
right,
you have to do.
excellent. Let's get everybody on board here.
So we have 50 viewers, but Andrew, if you just give your lingo of who you are and kind of what you do for Winning Trades for You.
Well, I'm sort of an independent trader. I kind of look for intraday breaks mainly. That was kind of where I started, but with the increasing turbulence of the recent markets, I'm looking for these multi-day plays, these multi-week plays, where I'm not going to have to worry and I can sleep at night um, while holding these positions. I think that's kind of an important factor, especially with these people who are trading part-time, who have jobs, things like that. They need to be able to have a sense of security involved with the positions that they're holding overnight. And that's what I really like to bring to the table is something where they feel that kind of security. Um, and they know that they're going to wake up tomorrow with some money in their pocket. So that's really what I've been aiming for lately with the group. Normally, I do go for those intraday plays, the intraday breaks. That 5-5 rule is a really big indicator for me, like a really big important thing for me. Um, I haven't been playing it too much lately with the Brexit and everything, but
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I appreciate
I guess that's really where I come from.
as many of our Winning Trades for You members can agree. You've been a great help to the Winning Trades for You community, and I really appreciate everything you've done and continue to do into the future. Let me just get started. Sorry to interrupt, but who I am, I'm Alex Kubik, a Winning Trades for You kind of creator, and have been with you guys for a few months. Looking to start this platform in the upcoming days. Actually, July 3rd, I have it on my schedule. It will be awesome. It's just winningtradesforyou.com. I'll get into all that and give you kind of a tutorial of what to expect. So, like I said, I have all your questions. Nice 4 pages of questions here from you guys. And then we'll be open to any more questions beyond that if you want to stick around. But questions from indicators to sites to alert sites and a kind of watch list creation. It's a big, huge step into being prepared and expecting what to expect in the trading day. So, and then Andrew will cover options as well as anything else you guys would like to know. So let me get started here. Let's see.
So while you're getting everything started up, I'm sure a lot of people are interested in how do you look for the plays for intraday breaks? What scanners are you using? What sort of indicators are you looking for intraday breaks?
That's what I'm going to get into right now. I put together, let's see here.
I have my own methods, but I'm also interested in the way that you do it.
I have a nice bookmark on my Chrome. There we go. Nice. Okay. I have a few sites pulled up for you guys. This is what I use during the trading day. During the trading session, I even pulled this up pre-market and after hours. These sites, I've found them over the years. They've been able to help me immensely. The way that they function and allow you to set alerts, just like this first one I'm going to start up for you guys. It's called Signals. Signals is a great platform. You can sign up for free, actually, and you get 10 and 10 SMS email alerts. And pretty much it's a alert system for trading. So I pulled up MGT here from today. As many of you saw, and which I used, which was awesome, to signal these breakouts during the day. You can set and create alerts at these breakout points, which would be the resistance markers, and it will give you a nice SMS email pop-up alert that you can use to your benefit. It will actually, you don't even have to use those functions there, but it will give you a pop-up notification when they hit these alert limits. So, this is a nice example of resistance point that I used to create my alert today at the 355 marker. I set this signal just over this resistance point here from May 23rd. And when it hit that, I was able to set this alert creation to have it set in a way that you can watch and be indicated as fast as possible for these resistance breaks. I think you can set as many as you like. You can also draw trend lines, all that good stuff. Let's see, my bad. But I don't want to get too much into it. You guys can play around with signals and see that it really works to your benefit when you're trying to get alerts and set alerts to benefit your trading day. It also has charts and all this other for UK, Euro, and I don't use it for Forex. I've traded Forex for quite a while. I use a different site. We'll get into all that good stuff too. But these other bookmarks that I use, FinViz, which is a great, you know, this is one of my portfolios from quite a while ago, but just using it for your portfolio benefit. You know, you can have these different platforms to benefit your trading day. So all I'm saying is, you know, you don't always have to rely on just watching these charts yourself. If you have nice backups platform systems that you can use to your benefit, it's awesome. I love it. You know, but all you have to do with FinViz, you just create a free account, get on portfolio, put your tickers in, your prices, all that good stuff, and you can be alerted with the most recent news. I did a YouTube video on all this good stuff a while ago, but check it out. My bad. Let's see here. And then Market Watch. Market Watch, I explained it in my last video. Just a bunch of technical signals you can use, alerts, all that good stuff. I don't want to blabber on about all this stuff, and I apologize if I'm going on too much about these. But this is the third one, tradingwiththetrend.com. This is more of a watch list creation site that I just use to have indicative with what I'm looking at to put on my main watch list for every night. So I kind of see what they're pulling up here, what these analysts, you know, what they analyze themselves. And then I go into my Thinkorswim account. I'm looking at, you know, if this is going to be a beneficial watch list item, and then see the technicals beyond what they just post with the little analysis summary. You know, they do a great job. Again, I'm not going to promote any of these sites, but these are the ones I use to my benefit. Ones that don't really go out in the public spectrum, but you can see that they, you know, like CHK, CLF, those are great watch list items, possibly on the watch list tomorrow, but you know, you have to use your own DD to go further from this. Big charts, it's an awesome site. You know, you got market news quotes, and you can use your interactive charts as well as advanced. And with these, you can use all their, let's see, without, let's just try MGD today.
Let me interrupt you real quick. These
Go
are
for it,
all free sites for people to use. Like, they don't have to pay anything, right?
Yeah, these are absolutely free. And that's what you're looking for, right? You're not looking to pay all this, you know, massive amounts of money for something that's offered free. But the thing with these sites, they aren't publicly released, and they're not popular, but they're awesome because just everything you're looking for, and you can have these up in one browser, just pull through them and look for these indicators. They all serve different functions, which is the best part about it. So
they essentially serve as extra screeners for your daily watch list.
Exactly, especially signals. It's my most used item of the day. I mean, you have the indicators, Bollinger Bands. I know there's a lot of questions about Bollinger Bands out there. Let's see. The heck, there we go. That's just MGT for today. You can see what's going on. It pulls it up absolutely free. You know, you don't have to pay a cent. And all you have to do is just go on the site, create a login, and you got this to your benefit. You don't even have to make a Thinkorswim account. You can use it in collaboration with yours, but nothing to break your bank there. Okay, this one.
That's a great thing, yeah.
This one, I love it. This is probably one of my favorite penny stock trading indicator, just to make the watch list in itself. It's stockpromoters.com. And what it is, you don't have to go ciphering through all the promoted penny stock news articles that are emailed out, and a lot, you know, Tim Grittani, Tim Sykes, everyone else talks about these, and it's all in one place. It's all compiled for you. You have the most promoted penny stocks this week. So it takes all those email lists, everything's being pumped up, even though it's junk, just like 99% of penny stocks. And like UBIX, like 19 newsletters released in the last 5 days. That's something to be, on a watch list, just personally, or, whatever you're looking for there. So click on 19 newsletters. I don't know what, there we go. And it will bring up, everything that has to do with this, UBIX, and who's promoting it, what's getting promoted, and then you have stock promotions today, as well as all these other functional units to use to your benefit. You can type in the ticker, you can type in a quote, and use it to see what's being pumped up every single after hour promoter there. So last one I'm just going to bring up too before we get the questions and the answers. So I'm going on about this, but these are awesome sites that I've wanted to share with you guys, but haven't had a chance to make a video over them. This one I love. It's called the Penny Stock Quest. It's from a gentleman named Palmer on Profitly. What he has done is it's absolutely awesome. You will visit this site and you'll see that it has earning watch analysis tickers here, as well as pre-market, post-market news watches. It's pretty much an alert system that, there we go, that will bring out, kind of a write-up analysis of what's going on, but as well as, early mover scanners, volume spike scanners, just pretty much a scanner platform that you can use along with everything else to just functionally zip through these sites and use it, whether it's after hours, pre-market, post-market, or mostly during the trading session. I invite you to just check out all these websites and just look around, check around, and see how awesome the functions are in these. So I don't want to go on too much about these sites, but just take your time and look through them.
Now, I know you're showing us all these sites. Are these things that you use to scan for future picks?
For future picks, I use them not only for future picks, but during the day. If you can cipher through all the news articles, and I'm telling you, there are more than, I would say 250, tickers I run through before I make my watch list. Why? Because there are so many resistance support levels that are, like I like to say, iffy. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know if they're worth putting on the watch list. And if they are, what indications and what technical analysis are you going to use for your benefit? But all these sites, they allow you to do just that. They allow you to not only zip through the news, but get the first forefront on the scanning, get the forefront on the technical analysis. And how do you do that? You just have to take the time and research. That's what I like to say the most out of anything with trading. You need to spend the time. If you want to be a successful trader, you have to do things that 95% of people and traders won't. 95% of traders lose, and there's a reason for that. Why? Because they don't spend the time. I mean, that's just what I can clear cut it to. If you want to be a successful trader, you have to open up your horizons in trading knowledge, sites, whether it's sites, whether it's platforms, whether it's collaboration, which I'm trying to do with Winning Trades for You. It's something that I've seen and is lacking in the trading community, and that's basic collaboration. If you're trading by yourself instead of trading with a group, it's a completely different ballgame.
So let me ask you something. Can you bring up TWER? That's something that was overlooked on my scans today.
Let's see here. What the heck? For some reason, it's not pulling it up on signals. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to, first off, get this going. 1 second, guys. Again, sorry, this the first time using Google Hangouts. So let's see.
Yeah, I just want to understand why I missed this one. And it seems like you have a good grasp.
Now with Twitter today with let me see. Sorry, I'm just getting this going. My internet
Now
has
that I'm
been.
looking at the overall multi-day chart, I'm seeing as to why I missed it, but I was on mobile.
See, with these pumps that are within stocks that are under 30 cents, under $1, let's say, and they get pumped up to a new level that, let's say, volatility. It's hold on one second. Can't multitask. One second, guys. Volatility with Twitter today, I found to be both reluctant and a great opportunity to day trade. It wasn't something that was even indicated in a watch list item. I mean, yeah, a lot of you guys did trade it way back, 2 weeks ago when it had the same kind of pump that it did today. But with those stocks, something that's not even built on news, you can't really. Let's kill that there. Okay. Signals. I'm trying to get this
So, I
going.
mean, is this something that was a previous pump that decided to pump
Easy to
back?
miss. You know, that's what I found. Like you were saying today, easy to miss. Um, just because that's why I love winning trades for you, chat room. Collaboration with traders that are looking all over the market. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see here.
I see it broke a level of 0.1484 that was previous to the previous pump, and it broke that on Monday and decided to keep falling further and broke above it on Tuesday, fell like under it on Tuesday, and then after that it broke upward today. It's a very strange chart to look at, to be honest with you.
The thing about let's see here. Can you guys see my web browser, or is it just showing a screen?
You.
Oh, that's ugly. I'd rather look at tickers. All right, let me get this going here. I'm just gonna pull up my regular Thinkorswim, just because. There we go. All right, let's put in that tour. If you guys don't know about Thinkorswim, I love it. I've always talked about it, and many of you have found to come to find that it's just been awesome. With Twitter today, what I was looking at, which kind of indicated it all, was the second candlestick. This second candlestick on the 15-minute, uprising. Once the market opened today, with, as many of you know, with OTC, it's just hard to predict out of the gates. But once it reaches, let's see, the resistance kind of markers that was set with this plateau here, it was able to successfully break out past that with a confirmation on that second 15-minute candle. So it got over that marker there and was able to just substantially grow from that point. So with that, with something coming out of the gate so hot, and many of you asked, which I'll get to, looking at volume, these indicators at the bottom, they all correlate with the volume that is being produced at that time within that 15-minute period. So as you see, right out of the gates, the volume was incredible. I mean, it was a 10 million volume, something that is obviously not correlated with what has happened since 620. Now,
switching to a 15-minute.
To a 15-minute. This is just one. This is 1 hour. Um, yeah, 1 hour 20 days. So
Oh,
as you
there we
can
go.
see right here, my bad guys, right out of the gates, it was substantially more maximal than what we've gotten in the past 5 days. So when you see something like that, you have to keep it on your sights of just what to watch coming into a 10:30 intraday. So when you see that, when you see the resistance breaks, you can then make the clear indication of maybe it's something to look into and scalp at the very beginning, and then make a nice substantial position buy-in.
So what makes this viable play to go into it? Like, let's say it's 9:35, and I'm looking for a play. What makes this a viable play?
Right out 9:30 gates, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't trade right out of the gates, and I know that's not what you're asking, but to see a liable trade, you're looking at a multitude of indicators. You're looking at unusual volume. And that can also be screened via FinViz as well as signals. And when you see that unusual volume, you can get into that and you can see that there's something not pattern, correlated. So as you see over here, there's nothing. There was no volume, nothing like this. It comes right out of the gates, it breaks that resistance, 20-day resistance, and those are two indicators that will give you something that should be a red flag in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great tour day for all the tour bulls, and it was awesome to see. I called it out at forget what marker I called it out at, but I had a 20 plus price target. I mean 20 minimum, but as you can see, it just got held down at that 1950.
Yeah.
Still a substantial gain, but there was just too much. What do you say? Just cautiousness in the market, especially near end of day. Once it approached that on no substantial news, it was able to get pushed back down. So, but not at a very fast rate by any means. That
Oh,
18
this is
mark.
still a very viable play for the
Oh, it
future.
definitely is. It definitely is if it can break out past the 18-cent mark during open to intraday. It's a great watch tomorrow.
Let's pull up another one, XOMA. This one I threw out a random mention at about 51 cents today, and it managed to hit about I think 64, 65 cents today.
Man, this is one of my, like I call it, I was just looking at it. My bad. Near end of day, if I was going to get into it, let's see here. Let's get that regression line going. To get into it for the afternoon hours for overnight without this thing being difficult. 1 second, guys. Okay, so here's the marker I was looking at here because it kind of defeated the whole rising uptrend that you saw here. So it did break past the ascending triangle mark and was able to kind of fall down right before the closing point. Now, I saw that with the support being at this third pointer, and it was able to hold for a little, as you can see here at the second 15-minute marker before close, but then it broke or cracked, I should say. Andrew, you give me a ton of trouble in the chat room with that, but cracked. It cracked that support here at the third pointer, and I just kind of disregarded it because it wasn't showing a clear trend line, and I just didn't want to risk it. But
Well,
it was
why weren't you looking at it for a step stair pattern back when it was at 51?
because I was too busy with Twitter. What are you talking about? No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
okay, fair enough.
No,
I
I
saw
was
this
I was
at
like
51 today
self-infatuated with
at
all
about
these.
what was it, 11 a.m.
Ugh.
11:30 or so. I saw this and it pushed through the previous resistance. And my only response to it was XOMA question mark in the trade chat, and then I had forgotten about it completely. Um, and then I
You
saw
talking
it
about
later on
right
today. It was
right
brought
there?
up, and it was at 60. I was like, Jesus.
I know that. Hey, I'm telling you, man. This market's recovering from Brexit right now, and as you can see, it didn't last too long. I mean, I do expect some trading days to be very rocky in the future, upcoming days and weeks. But right now, everything pretty much is recovering from that downtrend we saw with Brexit, um, and it's a great thing when you can take advantage of them.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, some of these stocks, they're only recovering because of Brexit.
And there's just a bunch of great plays that you can use to benefit from that. But I don't know if it's time to get into trading question answers. But if you have any
Honestly,
more questions,
go into the trading questions and answers at this point.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see here. And Andrew, feel free to get into the answers of these questions as well as you feel the need. But we'll let's see. My bad, guys. Okay, there we go.
I think that's what we're here for, is to try to answer questions
That's it.
and,
That's it. Can you
and
guys
show people like why we're here and what we're trying to do. So,
let me just explain before I get into these questions. I just want to give my sincere thanks to all you guys, the Winning Trades for You community. With this upcoming platform, I was looking at it with our tech developer today, Jacob, and he's actually a Cleveland homebound boy as well. So I really appreciate his help, but I mostly sincerely appreciate your just complete support and collaboration and inside the Winning Trades for You platform. It's big things to come. I mean, I can't explain enough how amazing this new upcoming platform, July 3rd, is going to be. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm very excited. I know you are too, Andrew.
most definitely.
All right. Like I said, I'll skim through these questions, and we'll get through them as best as we can. I don't know. The weirdest question I got today, how I've got this really bad rash. How do you recommend getting rid of it? Man, I have no answer for you. I have no answer for you other than a gold bond or preparation H, whatever you got going. But aside from that, let's get down to the trading questions. How do you read walls and support on L2? L2, I got a
Ooh,
great.
L2 is a really difficult thing to challenge. Um, I don't know if you're going to be able to show that.
Oh, I will. You don't think what have I been doing for the past 3 hours? I've been getting this thing prepared.
3 hours,
4
3 months,
4 or 5. I don't
3 years.
even know, man.
Okay.
I've been working all day. I don't know. Let's we'll get this going.
Mind you guys, like level 2 is a very, very challenging thing.
It's very but very helpful. Just because. Okay, can you guys see all this right now?
I'm seeing it.
Because you have a what?
You seen X's?
That's
I'm hearing some ladies chatting.
yeah. Nice. Nice.
I don't know what that's all about. Hold on. Andrew, are you there? What the heck? Okay. I have no idea where Andrew went, but you know what? I'll wing it as is. Let's see. For some reason he's muted, but we'll wing it, you know. Okay. Now getting back to the little presentation. Let's see here. Exis. This was from 6/14/2016. I basically was going to inflict it into my last video, but I just felt like I would save it for a question and answer session on L2. As you can see down here at the bottom, that's level 2. L2, if you guys aren't familiar with it. And this is time and sales here on the right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play through the trading session, what I was looking at with my trades, and how I was able to kind of indicate what was going on. So as you can see here, it starts at 8:30, and this L2 is going nuts on the left-hand side with the bids. And when it's going nuts with the bids, instead of ask, and this is fast forward by the way, guys, you can see this price point is just fluctuating at a massive rate. When you see something like this and you have your support here at I would say 820, you can set your trend line marker there and see if it breaks that or if it's able to hold and rise from that point. So I know this is very fast, in regards to what's actually going on, but you can see waiting for what the heck? Waiting for it to break out past this 850 point, but it's fluctuating around 830. You can see that it's just kind of consolidating as it's almost over exhausted from that rise in the morning. But you can see L2 is just getting these extreme bids here on the left. And with these the bid shares, they leave out the last 2 zeros in that bid shares, price point. So you can see these incredible bids coming out, and then it breaks that resistance at 847 and tries to consolidate a little more. But then you're making inference to, oh really? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. There's no video. I'm so sorry. What the heck's going on? My bad. Okay, let's see here. I was wondering what all those chats were going in. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go back to it. Share present with everyone. This is a little nightmare right now because, like I said, it's my first time using. So let's see here. Can you guys see that screen right there? Is it popping up for you guys? See? I'm sorry about this. Present to everyone. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, man. All right. I don't know why it's chat down. All right, all good now? Thank you. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm so sorry about this. But getting back to it, as I couldn't get to, but I was explaining, looked embarrassing as heck. But this is EXAS from last week. As you see, it's at 8:30. You're setting your indication. As you see, this broke out from $7 to 8.78. You are looking at this support line from the 15-minute chart. You have the L2s down here, and then the times and shares here on the right. L2, like I said, it's level 2. You're seeing these huge bids come in on the left, and then these minimal asks coming in on the right. As you can see, the resistance, you kind of want to stick around where the start of the breakdown at that 15-minute mark, around 850, and you're going to try to see if it can break out past that point, especially if it can break past 880. So you're using these indication markers to see if you're going to implement a trade, or if you're already in, if you're going to pull out and sell your positions. If not, sell half right now in doubt, but you kind of want to see what's going on, what's going to be in the outlook in the next coming 30 minutes. Screen is frozen on HMNY, and it's frozen. Hold on, did you guys see that at all? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's actually still on HM. Now I can see you.
Oh, you can see me? All right, awesome. There we go. Can you guys see that?
Golden.
Golden? Okay. I'm sorry. Well, as you can see, it's just broken that 850 point. Hopefully you guys can see this now. But 850 resistance, you're looking for an 880 break. If you haven't already implemented the trade. As you can see, you can get in now and scalp it at that point, but still there's going to be some doubt in your mind if it can, totally fall within the next 2-3 minutes. As you can see, there's another 15-minute candle that just, came into tuition. Now if I'm looking at this trade, you're looking for 880 break, reaches high a day, consolidates back down to 860s, and then it's going to try again for, that double top that I was talking about in my last YouTube videos. And you see that it's consolidating, but this is where you look at the level 2s. And boom, there's the resistance break, and it consolidates a little more, but you need to keep in mind that it just hit that high a day. And that's now not even resistance anymore, and you're looking at an 886 break. You're looking at this crazy bid line up here on the level 2s and minimal asks. And when you bring both of these up, it works to your benefit, because this is why. This is especially with time and sales, you can see that it is massively outbreaking and consolidating minimally, but there are no 15-minute candles that are red and dropping to a massive price drop. When you're looking at this, again, this is so fast forward, it's hard to follow, but it's minimal gains with nice trend lines. And if I was able to create a trend line marker here, you're going to see it's stepping up the stairs. It's now 895 high, broke that, and now you're looking at pretty much a clear number lineup of $9. If it can break the $9 point, that's a $2 pickup in a single trading day session if you traded from the open. But this is where you can scalp, broke the $9, and it just remains to grow to a massive, this is where you need to be skeptical, though. I mean, to what point can it grow to? And what is it building on? News. This was actually built on news, which is a nice catalyst for it. But you also need to be skeptical, because there are going to be massive, sellers and profit takers at this point. So you just need to keep in mind, overexhaustion, overextended, it does make a difference. But how beneficial can you make this to your trading? You can see it starts to break down below the $9 point, and just be, we can fast forward to see what's going on here.
Do you know about that?
878 starts to break down. It starts to consolidate beyond what you can see.
What do you want? She needs special protection.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Let me get to some questions, and then I'll let you guys, if you're going to watch Game of Thrones, I think it's over yesterday, but we'll get the questions, and I just kind of wanted you to see how I can use level 2 and time and cells shares to use to that benefit, because they do make a heck of a difference. They make a heck of a beneficial trading marker to your trading day. So we'll get to some of these questions, and I'll make a whole video of all this stuff. I know it's a little difficult to kind of summarize with the trading question and answer session, but I'll do my best. Next question and answer session or Google Hangout, it'll be much better because I'm learning it, and we'll do actually I'm looking to do a live trading session with you guys on the upcoming days. Should be pretty cool. But reading L2, measured volume on Thinkorswim, I think I answered that pretty well with, and that comes from Christian. How do you correctly measure volume in Thinkorswim? If you're going on your Thinkorswim, you can see at the very bottom again the just volume indices of graph. It's using a graph in the millions and using that to express the volume at that point, at whatever price point you want, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. But you can use that to your benefit, as well as going on all those websites to see what's up at that current time. Unusual volume. Hey, Alex, I'm curious how to set your stop losses and readjust it as the stock breaks into higher highs, by Ryan. Appreciate your question, and we'll get to that just real fast. Let's see. I think Andrew got kicked out of this. What the heck? 1 second, guys. We'll get Andrew going again. Okay. In the meantime, we will get the screen sharing of HMNY. And we'll actually do it this time live. Okay. This is HMNY when it broke out 6/14/2016. Wait, yeah. HMNY. We can let's go actually EXAS. We'll go HMNY. Still trying to get the screen sharing thing going. As you can see, it's my first time using it, so. EXAS. I appreciate your patience. Okay, for EXAS, what I did with this was, when do you set your stop losses? And if you're already in, like I explained earlier, what point do you get skeptical? You're going to look at these 15-minute markers, but then I can't pull it up now, but you're going to pull up different time frames in which you can use to your benefit of support and resistance. You know, if you want to, if you bought down here and you want to sell half of your position up here, use the profits from that original position to buy back in for a resistance test. That's my biggest strategy in day trading, because you're not playing with your money, you're playing with the profit that you gain from that breakout, and then you can increase your position size from there. Let's see. Trying to get Andrew back in. Guys, bear with me. I'm sorry about this. Oh, you're looking at HMNY instead of EXAS. Yeah, that would explain a lot. All right. You know what? Let me play EXAS for you guys while I get Andrew back in. And then I'll explain it thereafter. All right. As you can see, HMNY, this is in 6/6/2016 when it broke from like $1 to $10, 1,000% gain in one single trading session. As you can see here, this is just in the middle of the day when it was at 742. But this did end up breaking out to $10 at that day. But at what point do you get out, and what are you looking for? You're looking at these different time frames. You're looking at kind of, if you already bought in, what price do you cover and what price do you decide to protect your profit and get out. Let's see. And you knock it back. Trying to get Andrew back. He's not being allowed back in for some reason. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. Ugh. Let's see if that works. I'm just taking the time to get Andrew back in. I'm so sorry, guys. 1 second. All right, I'll answer some questions while we get this figured out. A question, Ryan. Hey, Alex, Ryan. How do you set stop losses and readjust it? Well, as I just explained with the HMNY, you just want to look into getting Andrew. Let's see. And looking for profit protection. Profit protection is something that will be just needs to be at the forefront of your entire trading session. You know, if something's not going your way as you expected with the resistance break, with support crack, whether you're shorting, whether you're going long. You need to look into at how much are you willing to risk? How much are you willing to put into that position? How much your percent of your portfolio are you willing to risk at that time? And is it really worth it? There's thousands and thousands of tickers out there. Is it really worth getting into and risking all your portfolio just for something that you wish to see rather than using the technicals to actually see? Andrew Berg. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get Andrew back in. Okay, and Steve, ex-Laker, pick on your radar at the time that you alerted to the time you bailed out to show us how you did it. Ex-Lakers Steve just kind of wanted to know how I'm able to pick a stock and then alert it from the time I alert to the time I get out. Well, it's not really a good answer for that other than, you need to be actively watching your charts and patterns and see what's going on and if it's worth selling your 100% position out, whether it's, worth selling 50% and protecting your losses and, riding the other 50% from other gains you made during the trading day, or what else is going on with it. I mean, if it's worth it in general, like MGT today, it didn't have much downside. It had complete upside, as well as TWER. TWER was great because it had like a 3-cent downside, but a lot of potential on that upside, especially with resistance breaks. How you able to read level 2? Let's see here. You know what? You guys are probably tired of looking at. Okay, I'll just wing it like I have for the past hour. Apologize about this. Trying to get Andrew back in, but we'll make it through. Thanks for
you able to hear me now?
He's back. He's back. Awesome.
There we go. Okay.
Man, I look like an idiot out here just trying to figure out how to get you back in.
Fine.
But
You're fine.
Okay, we'll get to the question and answers. I was trying to show him how to protect your profit and maximize that profit by riding the consolidation and then riding the breakout as well. I use HMNY and EXAS as prime examples, but we're just getting down to the question answers at this point.
Those are both great tickers to show definitions of the beginning of a breakout, the middle of a breakout, and the decay. So
I agree. I'm just trying to get, used to this Google Hangout thing. I don't know why it muted you and then kicked you off, but
it
I don't know.
muted me first, and then after that kicked me off. It was just...
I don't know, man. I tried to send you. I have no idea, but
we got past it.
We have Yosis, who wants to know, how do you determine exact support resistances? You know what? Best way to do that is pull up a chart for you.
US, I don't have a chart for.
I got some charts up my sleeve. HMNY. This has been such a rodeo. Hey, it's live, so
I don't have a chart for.
Can you guys see? Can you see HMNY?
Yes.
See? Andrew?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. He just Hughes wants to know, how do you determine exact support resistances? Now, I'm going to ask you, Andrew, when you're looking at this chart, what I know you use different time frames as well as myself, and you need to see these different time frames. And like I like to explain, because there's different levels of support and resistance. But here it's clear with the 1 minute or 1 day, 15-minute chart. You can see the support resistance is pretty clear. Resistance being $10, a clear 10, just basic $10, and support would be about $6.50 if I'm reading that right.
Yeah, my confusion is where is the $15 on that chart?
This is from that 1 day when it broke from $1 to $10, 2016.
Gotcha. This was the day before.
Yeah, the day before, and it was able to hold that support, which kind of worked into its benefit to rise to 15. But this is near end of day.
It was a
But I'll just play it as is.
man. It was a very unique scenario. Looking at
1,000% gain.
Looking at the 15-minute chart, you should really expect a drop.
Should. I mean, you got that support level there at the
But a
mid.
supernova stock doesn't listen to rules.
It doesn't. I mean, this is something you gotta have to ride and not wish, but you need to keep active on these charts. That's why I'm not going to be. I don't alert many.
There's no wishing to it. It's the beauty of it. It's you put in your money and you either get your 400% gain or you get your negative 100% gain, one or the other. Like I put my money in initially in HMNY at 375.
I was in at $5, man.
I pulled over on the side of the road for HMNY at 375.
That was a heck of a deal.
I rode that to 650, then bought back in 808, and sold it at 15. And there's a reason why. It's because the supernova stock, it doesn't listen to the regular rules. You can't take what we can teach you and condense it into this sort of stock. Now, after it has condensed downward from that $15.78 high, if I'm not mistaken, yes, you can start to use rules against it. But that's the same issue with MGT. It went from 55 cents to $5.42 on speculation. Speculative news will make those supernova stocks happen. You cannot just go ahead and think, okay, there's news and fundamentals that go behind this. This is the limit. No. There are level twos. That's a main indicator for these kinds of supernova stocks where they will go. Level twos, it's very important. And then that
you just with level 2, you need to keep in clear tuition. What side of that level 2 is going nuts? And in this basic example, you can see that the bids and asks, they're just piling up on the bid side. With the supernovas, you're going to see just immense bids coming in and not much action going on with the asks. And what does that do? It pushes up that price, and the larger bids you have coming in, the more immense, especially when it's coming from these hedge funds that just like EDGA, that's a sufficient one, as well as just NASDAQ is just basic trading, bids coming in. It's coming in from, let's say someone makes that type of bid over on, just immense positions coming in. And then the asks, they're not really doing anything, as you see here on the right-hand side, but they're just piling up over on the left-hand side. That's what you need to keep at the forefront. But then you see it consolidating down, and you have more ask action going on, and the bids are kind of being frozen there. And this is just fast forward to something. It's not this fast during the trading day. And here you see this support, which I cleared out. It's building from that support, consolidated back down and was able to rise again from that support, new resistance over at 650. And I'm just
That was a
skipping through it
scary
in this
point
video.
in that stock's history. 650 was actually my sellout point. I held it from 375 to about 650.
And I'm looking at this price action. It's like a drug. I love supernovas. It's just something that
yeah, man.
they're so exhilarating. They're exhilarating. I mean, when you spot one and you can spot it when it's breaking out, and even before, like let's say over at this noon marker when there's been no red candles, and as you can jump in on that and have a little more confidence than right about here.
Almost definitely.
Near end of the day.
Mind you, I jumped back in about 8:08, and when I saw that there was a break, I saw the break and I had to throw money back into it. It was as simple as that.
But like Andrew said, these are very, very rare, and you're not going to get. You're not going to get these often.
Every 6 months or so.
And that's why it's awesome to watch, because you'll have EXAS.
EXAS is a very rare opinion. IMO. EXAS.
Well, let me pull it up for you guys.
It's still holding. That's a very surprising situation, in my opinion.
Can you guys see that? Got that going?
That's my opinion. Who knows? Maybe that's worth $20. But to me, it's just I don't understand why it's holding so high.
That's the thing with supernovas, and that's that's the beauty in the rise, because you are going to have so many traders looking at these levels, looking at these previous resistance levels, and they are the ones wishing for a nice short position. And what ends up coming into reality is it breaks those doubted resistance levels, and it breaks those price points where they think something is going to crack and they're going to get a nice short cover, and they end up having to buy into that, to cover their losses, buy back in, and it contributes to that supernova. And they're looking also at no news. What the heck? Why is it increasing so heavily? But then that's the beauty in it. It just piles up all in one.
Yeah, EXAS is some sort
This
of
was 614 from last week when winning trades for you. We were able to get this baby going very nicely. Many of you profited.
Get this before 8. If we were really smart about it.
Yeah, that's why I record. I wanted to show you guys what I was looking at before even.
Probably got it before 9.
Yeah, before it even broke out. This is on my watch list. It was on my watch in the morning, and I successfully, bought into it and profited in the end.
No, I bought into it several times and profited from it. There was a time where it was before 9, and it was a great thing. This is a great stock to buy into and then sell out of. And there was great indicators for it.
Yeah, because then you can use that like I love doing. Like I said today when we were trading TWER, at 1872, I sold half my position, used that profit, and then bought back in at the dip, not playing with my money, playing with the profit from that original position. Best thing I have found in trading is doing just that. I'm just looking through these questions. Thanks for putting this together.
No, dude. Okay, so let's have these questions flow forth.
I have from Chris Kingpin 1189. Got Chris asking, my question is, how realistic is it for a new trader to make the move to trading full time and relying on it as a major part of one's income?
Answer the question.
Let me tell you, it's going to take thousands and thousands of hours in research and committing your time just like it was a day job, even before you even make the decision to. And you need to have more than enough knowledge than the average 90% trader. What's that knowledge? It's everything from level 2 to indicators with Bollinger Bands, with resistance support. You just need to be as confident as you possibly can be before you jump into something like that. Now, you know, if you're risking money on the market, the way I always see it is if you lost every penny of that portfolio, every single penny you have, what is it going to break your bank? Are you going to go into complete debt from that portfolio loss? If the answer is no, then, you know, I'd trade the heck out of that portfolio to have enough confidence in being able to make the decision. And if you're able to build that portfolio enough, then, you know, from there, you have the confidence in making that decision. But it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort.
And see,
Supra.
I would agree with that opinion. There are a lot of things that happen on the markets, micro economic events, macroeconomic events that really force you to push your hand. Um, and it's unfortunate for that reason that you have to push your hand. Uh, there are some stocks you think I'm going to be able to pull another 10-15% out of that. You pull another -5, -10% out because of macro and microeconomic events. It's unfortunate, but it's true.
The question is, after that, Andrew, how are you able to rebound? You know, trading is an emotional, demanding activity. And if you keep that emotional insight out of the trading room and trading desk, whatever you use, that is key. Because if you go into trading full time, there comes emotions in itself. Because you're banking on your trading to be an emotional upturning of your entire profit and capital in your life. Like I tell everyone, my father passed away, leaving a substantial IRA to trade with to grow. And instead of being, like every other 20-something-year-old, I was able to use my finance major, which I had incredible in-depth insight on microeconomics, macroeconomics, like you just explained, to see the risk, not only risk, but substantial advantage of increasing your knowledge in trading. And from all that, I've learned that 90% of traders lose money on the market.
Absolutely. 90% of traders lose money on the market.
That's something that
simple absolution of the market.
That's something that should scare a lot of people because
it should. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Something like GVSN. Let's bring up GVSN for a moment.
Do that right now.
That's a terrible garbage stock, but people still throw money into it as if they believe. Like, as if they're like, oh, my mother Jesus said that this is going to go up tomorrow, kind of thing. It's a terrible thing that has happened to people on the market because they don't understand. As of 2016, they don't understand how the markets really work. and that is one of the big stocks. Um, it's just one of the big stocks as far as like 2016, as far as holding, as far as like I'm gonna day trade this. They don't understand that this stock overall is a money bleeder.
Especially right about, as you can see, the resistance is starting to be tested here. The heck?
It's all right. You
What's up?
start from wherever. I mean, it's still a money
I mean,
bleeder.
you got to go back on the indices, not only from a few, you can start anywhere in the stock, but this is
That's
where
fine. This is a very
90% of
good
traders lose.
stock to consider short.
That's why shorting is a beautiful thing. And I acknowledge, I recommend, and I give complete sincerity when I say learn your shorting of
Absolutely.
as much as you've learned long plays and trading as a bull. There's a reason you can make money on the upside as well as downside of any of these trend graphs. Basically, you almost want to know shorting as much as you know long, because uh, it's a much more complex and kind of, I wouldn't say risky type of trading, just like in long, but they're both just equally as risky. But when trading penny stocks, you take those 90% of traders, you take their wishful money and go against the current and trade against them, and able to profit from their, I don't want to say stupidity, but unacknowledgeable trading during a trading session.
It's from their
People are jumping in, and that's why the last time I've looked at stock twits, last time I have personally looked at stock twits for indications of what's gonna, increase and the hype behind it, I can't even tell you. I haven't been on stock twits for so long. Besides, that's why I love posting these watch lists, because people are all going hyped up about these stocks that are gonna be the next big, rocket ship to the moon. And then I release one of these watch lists with it being on my short position, and it's from clear analysis that has just it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, and going against the current, yeah, it's scary. It's scary because you got 95% of traders all hopeful and wishing and confident that it's going to rise, and you're taking that position and going against them, but you have the basic knowledge behind yourself if
The
you
beauty of
educate.
it is like there's not 95% of traders that are hoping that it goes higher. It's actually about like maybe a 60-70% of traders that hope that it goes higher. And the rest of them are beating it down like a god darn dog.
But you know what, you just need to, that's why I try to stay out of the general population, uh, discussing stocks, because you have
You
a
stay
mixed.
within the general population of discussing stocks. I promise you that. These stocks are
That's why I
like
haven't.
reasons why you're in the business.
When you have a small collaborative group,
That's shitty stock, dude. Let's admit it. This is shitty stock.
hey, that's what the beauty in technical analysis and knowing your, I don't want to swear, but knowing your stuff, and that comes with time and effort and
Exactly, dude.
studying. I mean, you got to study. If you're in college, you almost have to. I have found you have to study trading stocks more than you have to study your classes.
We
Why is
understood
that?
dilution
Because the
was
market's constantly
$4 a
changing.
share. You
The
know,
market is exactly
in
there. The
December,
market will never stay the same. It will never
share is
express the same.
when
But
we understood where the dilution was coming from. And where are we now? It's at $2 a share. Beautiful. I mean, if anybody was shorting it from where we understood it from, well, that's a $5 a share difference. That's a beautiful thing, and that's what we want to try to show people. Like,
exactly.
hey,
I mean, you
I
got this
understand.
one.
I understand you want to show people something, but that's a realistic scenario. We want to show people that because we want to make people money.
Exactly. I mean, hey, that's what winning trades for you is all about. I mean, there are different levels of traders in the platform chatting at any time. And when you have a collaborative group that are discussing, getting on one stock, they're all getting it up on their charts, and you can have the collaborative insight from different perspectives and indices of experiencing the stock in the past. I don't care if you're more experienced than the most experienced trader on the world. If you haven't seen it in the past and traded it, and the losses impact you the most. But when you have that insight and collaboration instead of sitting there trading alone, having no idea, what do I do? It's the beauty. I mean, I just want to pull up how I am able to see. I mean, if you could tell the resistance in this right now, you know what you're doing. But if you don't, this is kind of what I want to look at. When you have Thinkorswim pulled up, I just kind of hover over these little spikes that you see here. Here's a little spike. There's a little spike. You got this is what I wish I could pull it up over here, but you see a high, the H, you see GBSN under that in that little drop down box. You see H 225. Okay. So that's that highest point in that 4-hour mark. So you have it dropping down to consolidate from that point. And then you got a high of 224, 225. You're looking at that resistance. If it can break that 210 mark.
I'm talking GBSN because if you want to look,
This is just pulling up a dead cat bounce that you want to scalp.
Oh, that's garbage because GBSN is such a garbage.
You know what? We can pull up MGT. This is just pulling up, answering Steve's question here. How do you test these resistance?
MGT is a more fun stock. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there we go. It's all fun and games. This one.
Fun and games. Yes, absolutely.
Fun and games. All right. We'll get this going. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually very complicated stock. It's a hard thing to understand what's going on with it. So it's a great thing for our members to look at.
Exactly. And anyone to look at in that demeanor. I mean, you got a nice look at the H again. You got 377, 370, and then it consolidates. You got a triple top here, breaks back down to a nice level of about the low threes. And then you saw end of day, and then after hours, it was able to spike past all these resistance points. And now it's very interesting to see what will happen tomorrow morning. You got that resistance turning into support, and you're looking at the next level of resistance, which nothing has indicated any breakdown before this point, besides when it spiked to $5. So 565 or something like that. But you got all this upside, little downside. You're looking at this as a potential watch. But what kind of news is going to be inducted into this, if any, tomorrow, to allow this to not crack support and totally break down into, many people losing their money? John McAfee is, he's so into this stock, it's not even funny. I mean, he has been able to absolutely spike this from the sub-dollar up to 558 in a matter of a few days. I was able to buy in at 72 cents and sell in 538. But wasn't able to I sold on that downtrend because it broke that support. But, you make a 450 profit on a single position. Hey, it's fun. But this is just answering back to Steve. What do you look for with resistance? What do you look for resistance breakouts? And then how does that resistance turn into support? Just pick down those graphs, take down the resistance and look into it a little more, different time frames to see what to expect.
So Alex, let's question and answer portion. Let's bring the questions upon ourselves.
I'm answering so many of these questions with one rant.
I wanna like see or hear these questions.
All right, I got Proud Dad with 4 questions. Justin, what main indicators do you use when day swing trading? What do you stay away from?
Okay, go ahead and answer it.
Indicators, I don't know what, there's different forms of indicators. There's tech analysis, and then there's as well as, resistance support, but they're all built on one thing. Just like in my last video I expressed, you're looking at picking apart that chart. You can use, I like to use a lot of pattern studies. If you go into your studies portion of Thinkorswim, you can use these candlesticks. Hammer's a pretty good one. If we can get to it. I don't think it expresses it during the after hours, but moving averages. You use any of these to your benefit. What do I use the most? It's good because I've ciphered through these a lot with trend studies. Let's see here. DMI is pretty good. DMI is pretty sufficient in understanding the trend that's going on. You have the nice 14 Wilder technical analysis of DMI, and you're seeing the fluctuation in this graph. Let's pull up a different time frame, 180 day, 4 hour. Let's go 1 year, 1 day. Now you're using these Bollinger Bands here from the DMI, and you're going to be looking at the different fluctuations in trend curves. So you see how you have all these to use to your benefit, but it's just one of many. I mean, you can scroll around these in your own time and see. I could do a whole. I want to do a whole video on all this. So, but support resistance studies, pivot points. You're using this to your benefit to break down the breakout. I mean, break down the resistance, break down their support, and you're seeing if it crosses these little dots, just stuff like this you can use to your benefit. I'm not huge on technical analysis, I'll be honest. I mean, like I said in my video,
let's go over something that was a big deal today.
Big deal today?
WT was like a very random event because they put up PR. Let's go over something that wasn't based on PR, but was based on the technicals.
THLD, my good sir.
Okay,
excellent. The THLD was on my watch list yesterday night, and it did just have a major support rise and then broke that resistance from the end of day. And when you see that resistance break, you have it on the second 15-minute candle. It broke to, I had the resistance, I'm trying to find my watch, was at 66? Or, yeah, 56? It's 66. And, you have that resistance break with all this volume, like I explained earlier. I don't know if you're here, Andrew, when I was explaining volume, but you have this incredible volume, unusual volume at that, beats out the end of day volume from yesterday. And then, you look at that for a nice buy-in. And then from there, you're able to ride that wave of uprising and profit from that. But you also need to be very careful for a substantial downturn with something like that at a 60-cent stock. Let me get that second question but my biggest suggestion to anyone is play around with your Thinkorswim platform, whatever platform you're using. Play around with it. I mean, you want to see and if you aren't, completely familiar with these studies and with technical analysis, simply look on Investopedia. It's a website that kind of tells you, type in any of these things, John Carter studies. Hey, I'll be honest, I've never used any of these fellas' studies,
I've
but
never used those either.
I mean, hey,
Who knows? Maybe those are like the secret key to like figuring a penny stock. Who knows?
no, man, these are
Those
people who
are
get into
like,
technical analysis. I trade a completely
yeah.
different way. I mean, if you get too caught up in all these studies,
If
you're
anybody's interested, I use like an MACD. I use RSI, Bollinger Bands. I use Heiken-Ashi. Um, he's very simple stuff. I mean, John Carter, like throwing basketballs at the net and everything. Like, where the hell did John Carter come from? But okay, that's fine. Some people use that.
I agree, man. These are all open to the public. Just getting over to the scanning side of the trading session. Even looking from my past videos on personalized scans, this is what I'm looking at as well. You're looking at the top 10 active. I mean, they're not always going to be. You can put the minimum at like 30 cents, and let's see here, max at, I like to stay under $10. I know many of you trade over, and if there's something with potential, yeah, I do trade it. But this is just most active. Then I sort them out, AMRS. Then I just shoot it over to a chart section here. Remove all studies. Yes.
So, Alex, about how many tickers do you go through in pre-market before the market opens? How many tickets or tickers do you go through?
What I do post
I
market.
know you have like
Once I
these
do
sites.
after hours, I am there setting alerts. Then I don't have to worry about getting completely misinformed and just all over the place in the morning when I can just fluctually work. I mean, hey, I'm a night owl. I bust my butt at midnight as much as I do in the morning, and I have all these alerts, and it's easy to do. You're looking at these resistance points. You're looking at what's happening after hours, and then you use that to your benefit to
So you use after market
create alert.
information to your advantage.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
That's why I create my
awesome.
watch list at night. I mean, if you have this resistance, just for example, I mean, AMRS. You look at the high a day, it did break that resistance and then consolidated back
Yeah,
down. But
AMRS is a very great example.
you pull this up, the high is like you're looking at like 50 cents for this. 40, 49.5, and then it was able to just break back down. But you're looking at a 50-cent breakout up to the next resistance at like 58 for a nice, and this is just one out of many. I mean, this is one out of, my watch list, they don't include everything I'm looking at. I mean, they the most
Yeah, definitely.
the most obvious ones, but they don't include some stuff that can completely crack support and be a bust. But what I do at that point is I go create alert, and then you can set these before even the trading day begins, and then they pop up for you during the trading day. Then you can look at them. Why, when you're prepared,
Why set, something to where you're gonna look at it all day when you can set an alert?
next level resistance, 58. Boom. Create,
Even
and it will
458. Let's say 48.
48 for, no, if it breaks the 50, you're looking at the nice uptrend.
So let's say like you set an alert for 48, then all of a sudden you have your eye on it, kind of thing.
See, man, if I create too many alerts, it's going to be dinging all day, but it's nice to have. Hey, I'll be honest, I use my MacBook, I use my main trading computer, I use my iPad and my phone for trading. I don't have one screen going. I know many of you are on the go, aren't by your trading desk a lot of the times. But yeah,
Exactly.
you know,
That's really important. So, like, for example, setting the alert for 48. Okay, you saw the alert for 48. You get to see where it's going from 48.
and now here you have that. You can also set it for support for a support crack. You have the low, which is 4009. You set that same type of alert of create alert at or below the 40 cent mark. If you're looking to short, okay. I like to set it a little below the support and a little above resistance so you have a clear indication that it's not just testing resistance, but rather breaking out.
Exactly.
And, when you have these set, these will be set for tomorrow. Don't have to worry about them. Don't have to go through all these charts
It's
looking at what's
for
going on, but it takes time. It takes time, but it will make an effect on your trading day for sure. So
I think that's something that's really important to traders is that these alerts have to be initiated and established for them.
they do. And, you saw this is MGT for tomorrow. I'll just create an alert now. You have the low of 419 off that uprising. Then you have 421. Now, what I'm going to do here is set it for the next low point of that uprising up to 558, but the low is 444. A nice alert would be about 432, 435. You create the
MGT
alert.
doesn't adhere to fucking alerts. Sorry for my
It doesn't. But
explanation.
this gets you prepared. When you're prepared for a trading session, it makes a
No, and
whole
that's the thing
difference.
though. MGT is just some kind of outlier. That's the unfortunate part about MGT.
Hey, what indication do you see around, when we bought it at
Give me
72?
any other ticker. I'll tell you whether it's going up or down. MGT, oof, I'm gonna have trouble. I'm going to
Says the
have trouble.
one downing it from the original. Would you buy it at originally 50 something cents back in the day?
245.
I mean, you see this similar price
Oh
action
yeah,
here.
I saw that, but that was because of the speculation. And then after that, it found a ground from the long-term holders. That's a whole big thing. MGT is a whole big thing.
I mean, hey, I'm a big pattern trader. I look at kind
MGT
of
doesn't
what,
follow MGT doesn't follow patterns. It
but on
follows
news it does.
it
Man, it
follows
does
the
on.
heart.
You don't
It,
think?
I will admit to you, it's a very bad stock because it doesn't follow patterns, it follows the heart.
But if you know
It
what's going
follows
on, man, I
speculation and it follows like these trends that don't exist. And it's so unfortunate for real traders to look at because they can't understand what's happening there.
agree, man. I couldn't agree anymore
It's
because
such a
no one expected this breakout from 50 cents to be up to 558 high.
well, I mean,
I
people
mean, some of us did, but
people expected it, but then after that, I mean, after that was considered pumping up, why did it sit at 230?
because John McAfee. That's why. Because
Exactly.
I'm
So
telling you, there's a lot
it's a
behind the
matter of
scenes
the
that goes
heart
on.
rather than the mind.
Siphoning through these questions here.
It's not a stock. It's a like explanation of like your feelings at that time. It's a really stupid thing. It's just stupid. Don't ever use MGT as an explanation for anything.
We can pull up any to EBIO, THLD, and
Anything
I'm just
else?
using this to my,
I'll tell you if it goes
since
up or
we're cut
down.
short for time, man.
MGT? No, don't bring it up. Let's bring up the Q&A.
Q&A.
Yeah, definitely. These people have
You're
questions,
really,
man. Let's give them answers.
dude. I got 4 pages here. We'll go with.
Oh, I mean, why am I not seeing like a rolling like questions on my screen. That would be fun.
I'm gonna pull up. Let's see if I can pull it up on a document.
If you guys have questions, go ahead, post it in the main chat. I'll be
Yeah, post it in when like the main chat room. It'll pop up on my screen. We'll answer anything you might
I'm loving
want to
the
know. I have
light
nothing
at
else to do
Alex
tonight.
Kubik and Ground 00110 banter. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Web Goblin.
You actually
See,
pronounced my last name right, man. I'm
Kubik?
impressed because I made it through middle school and part of high school with everyone calling me Cubic, which rhymes with. I'm not even gonna throw.
Rubik.
It's gonna be live.
Like
It's
a
gonna be
Rubik's
public.
Cube.
Yeah, but slightly more middle schoolish. We'll pull up.
Oh, question for Q&A. Did you paper trade before? And if so, how long? For new strategies slash techniques you are trying to do, you use paper trading or just got for it? I got lost on the second part of that sentence, but apparently they're asking if we use paper trading or not.
I got the questions pulled up right here, man. I got some of them. All right, hold on one second. Get this going. Thanks for all those that have stuck around for the past 2 hours now. Oh my gosh.
Excellent. They're sticking around because they want to hear from us.
They are. I appreciate you guys a lot.
So let's tell them. Have you ever used paper trading?
Hold on one second.
I use paper trading. I used paper trading for about a
Paper
year.
trading to learn. That's a great. As you can see right now, I'm using it for my presentation. I mean, if you don't have the money behind you to put in your portfolio without worrying about bills and everything else outside of trading, and if you have the ability to make enough confidence in yourself, create enough confidence in yourself to trade with live real-time money that can, benefit you beyond what you have just to play around with. Use paper trading to your benefit. Use a small account, use stock trade, whatever. I'm not, I can't give financial advice, but at the same time, why put your whole life earnings in something that so volatile, as
Beyond that, I mean, you got to understand 26% of millennials these days trust stocks. There's a reason for that. It's because of the dot-com bubble and the 2008 housing crash bubble. They don't trust stocks. This is a great opportunity to throw your money into the stock market. It's a beautiful thing if you already have your money in, and if you don't, this is a great opportunity to think about that, because there are so many great opportunities sitting in front of you before a stock market crash occurs, and we tell you, hey, there's a stock market crash occurring. We're going to tell you, hey, play these stocks that are bearish on the market. It's as simple as that.
All right, let's see here. I'm just looking at these questions.
Well, I mean, go ahead, answer the day trading questions.
You see them up on the screen, right?
I mean, I see them now as far as the chat group.
No, look in the Google Google Hangout.
Trend of the market. Like I'm so sad at the trend of the market, and it's a beautiful opportunity. When I'm sad at the trend of the market, there's a good few opportunities out there. It's a good thing. But there are.
All right, here's a question.
Trades.
Sorry to interrupt you. It's a good question.
Go ahead.
When do you focus on 1 minute candles versus 5 minute or whatever else? That's an excellent question. Andrew, I'll pull it over to you before I pull the chart up.
1 minute candles.
When do you decide to use 15 minute one day, 5 minute 1 minute when you're trading and when you're, sufficiently executing a position?
5 minute one day, I'm not going to use unless I'm playing the stock for the whole day. If I'm playing that stock intraday, I will use a 1 minute. That's said and done. Nothing else. I need to know what that stock is doing minute to minute. And if I'm not going to be able to sit there minute to minute, I will not play it. Because I won't risk my money for it. I mean, it's your money.
It is. And we'll go to the chart. 1 second. Let's see here. BSPM. Let's go to that. What do you see behind this? What do you see behind this chart here? If you guys can see it all.
Oh God, BSPM, God damn it. It has been
What?
wrong several times over. I've been calling it bearish several times over and has been proving me wrong because it's a low float, some kind of, I mean, excuse me for the language, but bullshit kind of bio stock. I don't understand BSPM. I just don't get what's going on with it.
Neither does anyone else, but this is why, just for using, I don't like it. I haven't traded it. I really haven't, other than having expectations of shorting it. Going back to VTGWI or Y's question. Let's pull the name up. Mac, your question was awesome because the key to pulling up different time frames, as you can see in BSPM, volatility. How volatile is that stock at that point? You can see this baby just moves up and down like a roller coaster throughout these trading days, and this is a 1 week, 1.5 week time frame. You use that to your benefit to, if you buy in, let's say you buy in right now and you're looking for tomorrow and you're looking, I mean, I don't recommend anyone does, but you use the 5 minute one days and you see it just like Andrew said, low float, very low float, and very, very volatile. I don't know why that is being. Okay.
I mean, I'll be honest, I still keep an eye on HMNY, and that was like a supernova that has dissipated. But I still keep an eye on it because if it shows any sort of unusual activity, I will be right on top of it because it's on my watch list.
And that's why setting alerts is so awesome.
Setting alerts is very awesome.
I mean, it's awesome in executing your trades and the trading throughout the day. Sorry, I'm occupied with just looking at these. There's some awesome questions here, but yeah, you need to use this. Going back to the original question, sorry, getting sidetracked. You need to use this to your benefit to see, let's say you're buying in here, for example, and you see all this volatility, and you need to protect your losses and maximize your gains. That's the whole game of this activity in trading, and you have all these different uses for time frames to your benefit. Let me see how to focus in on this. Let's say you're scalping a stock. I mean, scalping is not the most profitable way to trade, but it is, it can be if you're using, if you're using your attention span to your benefit. And you buy in here, you see this resistance break. Let's say you buy it here, and you're using the 1 minute candles to see a resistance trend line.
Sell it before 12 o'clock, but you're like holding it, hoping for a larger break. That's what a lot of people are asking right now. Why the hell are you looking at the stock expecting to sell?
See, that's where it gets tricky because BSPM's not the most. This is just I'm pulling up random tickers, not something that I've looked at.
Let's look at something that's a little more uniform.
What do you want me to pull up here for you? HMNY?
HMNY is something.
No volume on that one there.
That's hilarious. what is the stock that you played recently that I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then after that, you like made like 100%
Hey, we had
gains.
nice volume on HMN. 100,000
HMNY, that's a
shares.
beautiful thing. No, I'm trying to think of the stock. You played something recently. You get made like 100% gains on, um, and I wasn't aware of it by any means. And like it passed all my scanners without a touch.
Let me look into my.
It was
Where's
after HMNY. Shit. Excuse my language.
As you can see, we got a. I swear, very little. We got different contrary over here.
Okay, yeah, he's got
So
a
I
different
love that.
contractor. Um,
Oh, we have a
dude,
suggestion:
no,
do technical analysis on the ZAG.
yeah. Let's go to the Q&A. Let's go to the Q&A.
I get
Because
sidetracked. I'm
like I
sorry.
could get lost in like what I'm trying to think of about you. Let's go into the Q&A.
Okay, Zach.
Let's
Just
answer
got
questions.
an alert from the chat room. We're looking at this again. You know, you see it consolidating around this newly made support here. Drawings, trend line.
This is a new chart for me.
I like that. Whoever suggested that, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a very interesting chart. It's showing a 3-day gapping pattern. It's also showing that it's gonna fall off because it's hitting resistance and breaking downward from it. This chart is showing an actual downward pattern, even though it's showing an upward pattern. This chart is showing a very distinct downward pattern from where it is now.
Now,
Which is really
like
curious.
just like Andrew said, you have clear support here, clear resistance. What marker is that? It's like 5. See the high 511. Then you have next level resistant 511 created there. Support created at.
Alex has got some cool ass arrows.
Man, that's the benefit of Thinkorswim. Got $5 support, but what you're looking at is a nice, 511 break. But then, like I would trade this, but I wouldn't get too infatuated with that 511 resistance. Why is that?
I mean, I would be shorting it if it hit 530. I would hit the short button at this point. And that's just me. I don't short, but I would short this.
Man, I love shorting, man. It's something that is risky, but it's so profitable. I mean, you have all these resistance points here upcoming. That's the thing about the stock. I mean, you have.
My big short of the day is UVXY.
I remember you messaging me about that. That was a great short.
Absolutely.
But
I
going into
actually shorted that
tomorrow,
about 9 o'clock in the morning. About 10 o'clock in the morning, I shorted that at about $10.30. Had about 540 after hours. I was happy.
that was.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
I'm just happy with that short.
Man, I knew you were when you explained it to me. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh, how did I?
I've
Where
been
were
happy
you?
with that.
All right. For Zag, let's go on about this. Like 511 resistance, followed by heck is that like 525 and then 525. These are markers I'm looking at, to see what's happening pre-market into intraday trading. Now,
this is a stock I haven't looked at. And as far as me looking at the stock, oof, this is a bad stock. This is a bad stock. I wouldn't invest.
see, that's the beauty in our trade, man. You have, there's so many outlooks on these tickers. It's hilarious because, you have those bulls and bears, just like you find on Stock Twitch, just like you find anywhere.
Mind you,
This would be a great. I
this
agree.
stock
This
could
would
be
be a
up like
great
10%
short.
tomorrow, and I'll still be mad at it.
This would be a great short into a triple top. This would be actually a quad top over at
A
resistance.
quad top, eh?
Yeah, 1, 2, a tray, and you're looking for a 4, and with that,
Where? At 510?
I'm speculating for tomorrow pre-market. We'll see what happens. It
No,
would
no,
be a
no,
quad
no, no,
top.
no, no. You're not speculating anymore. You're bringing it up. So 510, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, someone wanted to see Zag. I'm bringing it up. Bringing it up.
No, this is a good ticker. This is a good
It
ticker
is.
to bring
It's
up.
a great one to analyze.
Let's look
But
at it.
you're looking at this being support.
I
Hey, if
mean,
this
I'm
hits
looking at this completely bearish. Like, this is a completely shit stock.
hits
It's a
499, I'm just short the heck out of it. I mean,
beautiful
it's
shit
gonna
stock.
break through support here, and it will eventually. Like from that point, it's gonna
I
break
don't
resistance
short
like that.
stocks. And
But
like,
what's
I
that?
want to
What's that
short the
volume?
fuck out of this thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to use language.
If there's anyone under 18 here, I apologize. Little small volume.
No, I
You
look
know,
at it and it's got the definite premonitions of like it's going to go down.
I agree,
It's
man.
a
I mean,
wonderful thing. Um,
where would
hey,
you cover this
hey,
at? I would set my
um,
cover. I'd set my cover.
Alex,
What's up?
can you bring up meat? That's a very interesting stock right now. Meat.
Yes, sir.
That's
Let's
a
see.
very interesting stock right now because I call that what at
I know
440.
you're so bullish on meat. It's
I'm
hilarious.
so
Look what
bullish on
happened
it.
after hours.
And there's a good reason for it is because they have very good fundamentals and they pushed through Brexit like a beast, like a
They did, man. It was
goddamn
awesome.
tank to the fact that I sold meat and I'm regretting because I had to buy back in higher than I sold it for. Um, Meat has something to it, but then again, you have to remember that they have a limitation of 550 right now. A limitation of 550 from an analyst. Which what did they hit today? 448 or 548?
That's what I'm looking at, man. I'm
Yeah,
liking, as you can
548.
see here,
Yeah,
resistance was created at 557, and that's the
whoa,
high of
whoa,
this.
whoa, 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 557.
You see the high here?
That's 557.
Look what happened after ours. Hit that resistance again, then just
Kidding me?
consolidated back down.
Holy shit!
Um,
This is going to six.
I'm
No,
looking for the 560
no, no,
break.
no, 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 no. That's not cool. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. I don't have enough shares in that. That's not cool. 557?
557 resistance for sure.
Oh, that's not cool. Dude, meat, you don't understand. They're a fundamentally sound stock. This week is all about fundamentally sound stocks. I thought they were going to hit 540 today, bounce off, and go lower. They hit above 540. Apparently, they hit 557. Holy
After ours as
crap.
well. That would be a nice speculative stock for tomorrow.
This is something that's going to six. This is something that's going to six. They broke the 550 marker.
You heard it here live, ladies and gentlemen.
I tell you what, within the next week they're gonna hit six. That's awesome.
You guys have
Like,
this on
I,
recording, so you can make fun of
I
him.
have some shares in this. That's awesome. I didn't even know that they hit 557. That's so cool.
You need to
This
be
is
more updated on your stocks there, Andrew. Come on now.
this is a really cool stock. This is something that's really awesome. This is like on par. Like people have been following me for like things like meat, AMD, MGT, things like that. This is like one of those stocks I've been profiling for at least a week or so. I've been telling people this is gonna gain. And this was back when it was like 445. I bought in at 455 and have been holding since. I sold a lot of it at 443, thinking that it was going to bounce back downward, but you're telling me 445, 457 is what I'm seeing on my screen now. Sucks. Why did I say
Man, this will be on my watch list tonight. I guarantee everyone.
this is a good stock.
But the way it's going to be on my watch
Great
list
stock.
tonight, give your insight on this, but I see this being a dip buy in tomorrow, dip buying into 540, 540-ish, and then breaking that 557, unless pre-market, exposes different.
I hope it dips to like 480, please, for the love of God, please, to 480. Because
that would be nice.
I want more shares.
This is just a strong support level now. It's very strong.
Strong. I would not call intraday strong.
I would call end of day strong for sure.
Intraday support. What we're really looking at is about the.
It's turned into a strong support.
520 level. I don't get a line when I try to line it up.
I mean, that's the most if it cracks support.
Hit those two candles right there.
Which ones?
Yeah, you hit those two candles.
These?
Yeah.
Yep.
The bottom of those two candles, what, 523, 520?
525 exactly on both. Nice, because that's clear.
Those are really important candles to know. If those break downward tomorrow, don't touch it. If it doesn't break downward tomorrow, oof. I mean, we're having a casino party somewhere.
Yeah, you're
telling you,
be buying
this is like
party.
What a week and a half play on my point from 455. Remember, there was that one guy, Tyler, who said, "Oh, this is going to 420 in 2 days." I was like, "No, it's going to 490 in 2 days," and sure enough, it did.
Yeah, that's interesting character.
52-week high is bullshit, and I'm like, no, this is a multi-year resistance. I don't fuck around when I talk about these multi-day plays. Now,
I guess we're talking over each other.
Where it is right now, I'm scared to say an entry. Like, that scares me. Because 550 was the price target. I sold at 540. But if it dips down below about 525 is what we're seeing right now, I might consider a re-entry. So to anybody out there, that's what I'm looking at right now. Is I sold it at 540, 525 re-entry is what I have in mind.
So meat's gonna be on the watch list for tomorrow. I guarantee you guys.
Meat should be on the watch list for like a year. That's going to about 9 or 10 by the end of the year.
I can't believe we still have viewers here hanging out with us, man.
Company, I mean, way more fundamentally stable company than AMD, which have PT of 650 of by the end of summer. Meat has one of the most fundamentally stable company structures that I've seen as far as 2015, 2016. It's very, very strong. It's very much worth putting your money into if you're looking for a 6 month to 1 year hold.
I agree. I like meat. My let's see here. Let me see if anyone has any more questions up on, because my Shiloh, my husky, is looking at me like I need to go outside, as well as I need to make this watch list. There'll be more question and answer sessions. I can guarantee you guys that. More.
Like 6 hours. Let's go.
Man. Oh my gosh, man.
I'll for another 6 hours, dude. I'll answer questions. I don't give a shit.
You're hilarious, man.
Dude, look at all
I haven't
this.
even eaten dinner yet.
On
I've been.
Chat, there's like 17 different what's going on with this? What's going on with that? Um, let's see. CMTL looks great, like a great gap up play. Would you play it? CMTL. I have no idea about CMTL. What the hell is CMTL?
CMTL. Hold on, I'm sorry,
Looks
guys.
terrible. Oh my god. And the 15-minute, 20-day play, it looks. Oh, okay. I see where they're trying to look at the head on that play. Um, there's the 15-minute play. Why did that disappear? Oh, Scott Trade, what have you done to me? Oh no.
Let's see.
Oh, I can see where they said, "Oh, this is going up," um, and there's a
Oh God.
possibility of about it going to 1302. Where is that?
1302.
Yeah, where is it at right now?
Where are you?
About 1247, 1248.
Yeah.
So about a 50-cent gain from where it's at. I mean, if you're already in it, that's cool.
There we go.
Um,
But
you guys the DM. Can we do a quick live technical analysis of TNAX? Oh God, no, we can't do a quick live technical analysis of DNAX because it's garbage. Informative night. Thank you guys. What time zones are you in? I mean, that should be obvious.
we're both on the East Coast,
Should
or
hold this
I'm on
once.
the East, like East Coast,
Should
Eastern
hold this
Standard
once a
Time. So
week.
it's 11 o'clock here.
And thank you. Pull thumbs up if you'd like this interactive experience once a week. Smiley face if you'd like this experience once a month. Thumb face has the win. I think people are enjoying this, guys. Yup. Within a time limit. Great. I thought that the live Q&A was in Tiny Chat. What did I miss? That's everything that I've read on the screen. I read it. It's there. It's open for interpretation. Alex, to be honest with you, we should be doing this once a week.
No, man, I want to do this during the trading session upcoming. I know a lot of people want it, and I want to do it. I've been moving for the past 2 weeks. I've been so busy trying to keep up with everyone here, trying to keep up with trading in itself, and it's been such a struggle the past 2 weeks. I've finally moved into my place. Everything's settled down. I want to do some live trading sessions with you guys, and I think it would be very beneficial through Google Hangout, through YouTube Live, and let's do it. I'm so down because I love the chat. Releasing this platform thanks to the Numbers Game, aka Jacob. He's been more of a help than I can even say. There's big things coming, and I can just look at this potential we have here, the great group of traders we have in our platform, and it's something I never even expected. Hey, I'm prepared to do some giveaways right now for all of you people who have stayed with, put up with us for the past, what is it, 3 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours.
We still gotta give a monkey away, right?
I have a monkey to give away,
Yeah.
a year free membership, and a lifetime membership to the platform.
Oof. That's a lot.
So everyone in the Slack main chat right now, if you are active.
Hey, bring up an OTC stock. Tell them.
Hold on, before I do this, I want to do a
Is
giveaway,
it
man. I
going up
feel.
or is it going down? Because that's a really fun
Wait, which
challenge.
one? What is it?
GDEE.
GDPE.
GDEE.
E. Yeah.
like a George, D like a David, E
Hey, I
like
just
an
found something.
Ethan,
Wait, what?
and E like an Ethan.
Say it slow. Sorry, man. I need more. I need another
G
coffee.
like a George, D like a David,
Okay.
E like an Ethan, and E like an Ethan. Look that
That's what's
up.
been up, man. What are you talking about? You're confusing me now.
Well, that's what it is. If you
Okay, perfect.
can find
Before I do this analysis, just let me
if
be annoying, and I'm going first person to post in the Slack platform on main chat what my dog's name is. You get a lifetime membership to the Winning Trades for You stuff. I'm waiting for it. What my husky's name is that I talk about all the time.
Mr. Belvedere.
Man, you don't get this opportunity.
Oh, dude, I mean, I'm not even trying to.
VTGWI.
No,
You have a full lifetime membership.
DGPEE.
Dude, let me do this. Oh my gosh. Let me do this giveaway, man. I'm so ready to do
Oh, dude, I'll fight you forever. I'll fight you like for fucking minutes.
VTGWI. Mac, you
That's the
get a
fun.
I put you down.
Fun of it. Like these
Um,
people, they see that. They see the fun. They see the fight.
Man, we have a
They see
lot of
that
fun in this chat, and I love it. We have more fun.
don't-
I can't stay away from it. I have it up more than I have any social platform out there.
don't actually fight with each other. That's
No,
no, dude.
because there's
That
another
that
giveaway.
stock, might be a pump at one point. That's
All
a
right,
shitty-
VT
that's a
Mac,
shitty
you get
stock.
that lifetime membership. Second giveaway.
Oh, dude.
I don't
Okay,
want to
can
do
I give
something
away
that you guys
something?
don't know.
Can I
Whoa,
give away
okay,
something?
yeah,
Can I give away
free
something?
year membership.
Can I give away
What?
something? Can I give away something?
I love giving away stuff. Come on, man.
I love giving away
What was
stuff.
my name before on StockTwits? What was my name before Winning Trades for You? Free year membership, first person.
Oh, dude, it wasn't Cheetos for you.
Because there's people on here that have been with me for months and months before Winning Trades for You.
What was my one original 100% trade?
KSCAE, man.
I will
You
send
get a free year membership. Thank you
$100.
very much.
$100 to the person that can guess my original 100% trade. I don't care. I put it up.
Great job to Mac and let's see what your name is here.
I mean, it's probably something
Kent.
stupid.
Kent Shape. I love you because I love that name because I live in Kent. $100
to the person.
And Chris Malman.
100%.
I thank you. I know you've been with for
100% trade
since I started this thing.
If you can guess it, it's there.
Settle down. Oh my gosh. Who wants the Thinkorswim monkey? I hate to give it away, but I will package it up and ship it off to you guys, express mail. The question is, I need to direct message Mr. Andrew to figure out what a great question is. Question. What should it be?
I'm here for it.
What's a good question? It could be about anything.
Oh, what's a good question? You brought up several sites that you use for your intraday plays.
Nice.
What is something that you don't use intraday plays? For me personally,
I don't even know how to answer that, man.
No. What I don't use any of that personally. I don't look at sites personally.
That's why I love you being an
go
admin.
on manually, and I look at 400, 500, 600 stocks daily.
I have a good question. I hate to say it.
Go for it.
You know what? Your question's good, Whoever answers it gets a free year membership. Screw it, man. I don't care. Oh, what is your question again?
No, go ahead. You said you had a question.
What was the first college I went to and was in a fraternity? I've named it out before Florida State.
Alex State University.
It's my monkey, man. It's my monkey. It's my lucky monkey. I might.
Alex State University.
That's like Trump University. Not happening.
Well,
Mount
Trump,
Union.
he
Good,
owns
good,
some stuff.
good
I mean,
guess.
he
NASDAQ,
probably owns some
Boston.
buildings. I don't
Not
argue.
Boston, but it starts with a B and it's in Ohio.
Like, I'm gonna trade
Don't give it away, Andrew. I know you are thinking about
stock.com.
it. Enduro Rider, my boy. Yeah, for Bowling Green. I went to Bowling Green. You get my monkey. I don't even know if you have
Bowling
one.
Green. Oh.
I went to Bowling Green, transferred to Bowling Green to Florida State to Kent State. Finished up, looking to go to med school and
Who was the one
become
who
an
won that free membership there?
anesthesiologist. Bowling Green, thank you so much.
He won that.
Enduro Rider, my fellow Enduro Rider. I knew you had some good luck behind you with Enduro Rider. Thank you. That was a great guess. But Andrew, you give the last giveaway, your free membership. Answer your question. Ask whatever you want, man.
I want to give away $100.
Okay, this is coming out of your pocket, though. You know.
Yes. Absolutely.
You've dedicated son of a gun.
Absolutely. To whoever is still on, I'd like to hear your thoughts on HMNY.
What's that? I'll tell you right now what my thoughts are.
If you can describe an exact close price for HMNY, I will send you $100 tomorrow.
Via PayPal?
Yes, via PayPal.
You are big butt rolling, man. Wow.
No, I'm not big rolling, but I believe in our
My monkey was like worth.
I believe in our members. I believe in them, and I think that they can provide the answer. And I want to believe in them. So whoever gives me the exact exit point meaning the exact closing price target for HMNY tomorrow will get $100. That's my promise.
While you guys are answering that, here's the new platform, guys. It's still in beta.
This platform is fucking amazing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear.
Thank you, Jacob, for this, because it's going to be awesome. This is my view. This is not everyone else's view, but it's going to be completely different. I love it. I wish I had something like this when I was training myself. It's a winningtradesforyou.com, which will be I'll be giving out invites very soon, very, very soon. Starting with the most active traders in Slack. Hey, Andrew, you got some numbers going up there.
What did I do with the numbers?
Got 976-ish, 874, 893. But this is the new, while you guys are answering that, I'm getting so ADHD sidetracked. Not even funny. We'll go over to this. What's awesome about this is you got the main trading chat rooms here, which will be, like, this is under beta. Just let me say that again. But this is how easy it will be for me to make my trade alerts. It will be my sales, my buys, and Andrew will be an active trader with this ability as well. And the way it will pop up, so let's say symbol MGT, quantity 100 billion, and price like 378, near term, long term, and it will populate there for the trade alert for you. So we'll go near price target, like $4, breakout 383. Stop loss 367. Remarks, and I'll do this is a winner, and it's how easy it is. So winner, day trade, and it will populate. I double came up on mine as well, but this is the trade alert. The awesome thing about this is the pushed Android app. It will push to your Android app. It will push to your iOS, your iPhone, and then you can also scan the QR code for easy access on whatever you have. And it will be a push notification. It won't be it won't send you an email. It won't send you a text unless you would want it. I'll still go through. I'll have this populate into the alert system, and you can use it to your benefit. So you'll have the main chat room. You'll have options trading with Andrew, which he's going to go over here in a second. I'm going to be trading Forex, which I need to start my Forex watch right now.
You want me to go over to options?
Options trading.
Are they interested?
I don't know, man. Are they interested? That's the question. Are you interested? Yes.
I'll go over options.
It's coming out July 3rd. I hate Slack because you guys know why I hate Slack. I love it at the same time, but I hate it because,
right
the privacy behind it.
On my $100 question, which
what's going on with the $100 question? You know what? I'm gonna throw up
I want to hear from these people. They want to put in their responses. It's a beautiful thing. If they put in the right answer, they get $100 on PayPal. That's said.
There are this is gonna be going on all night. I'm gonna start from $5 and work every penny up.
4-hour ordeal. If they can get the question correctly, and at 4 o'clock, if it orders at their price target, they'll get.
You guys scanning the QR code in chat? Oh my gosh! You, Wap Goblin, you are Josh.
HMNY is a hard thing to predict. If they get it right, they deserve the $100. Right? I mean,
I'm waiting because I'm interested as well. But
I'm interested
going back to the new platform,
$100 their way, whoever it is. If they send it to me in DM, direct messaging, and they send me an answer, and that's exactly what it closes at, I will send them the $100. Unless there is a tie, then there will be a separate game.
Only time will tell. And going back to the platform, these little functions we added actually this week. Again, thanks, Jacob. You are a genius. We got discussion portal here for all the discussions over anything, even Donald Trump's hairpiece, whatever you want to talk about. Hopefully it stocks, but then you can. The numbers game is the man behind the platform. We go from that, and we have the discussion, and then you have latest blog entries, which will be for me, myself. You think is Tommy gonna be getting in on this? Tommy two times?
No, he's not.
That's fine. We don't. We have 2 traders right now. I'm going to be. I hate to say it, but I'm going to be emailing. What's his name? Rooney Runester. Try to get him going. I will see. We'll see. I will see. I love the guy. I think he has a great strategy.
I mean, I've been following his strategy for about 2 weeks, and I've made about 75% on my account, which is awesome.
I think it's more than one person, man. I think it's
I don't care who Rooney is. I mean, I've been following
his picture's hilarious
itself, and following my own trades, but following that overnight ability. And I've made about 75% upon my account because I've been following my own intuition. So, I mean, who cares about Rooney? Rooney's got a good idea, but their idea is to
I care about Rooney because it's a different perspective on trading, and it's a very, very sufficient way to look at it because he doesn't play.
Oh, his
He doesn't
last two
play during
trades.
the day. He always plays.
Your mind from 2 weeks ago.
I love. Hey, if you have repetitive winning trades, I like to call them winning trade. Obviously,
I would love him
you're
on
doing
board. I
something.
would
You're
love
doing
him on
something
board
correct with analysis. You
because
are.
I could be like, yo, I got these trades way ahead of you, and then he'd be like, by the way, I have all these trades up ahead of you, and I'd be like, oh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
that's why
That
I love your
sucks
insight because
now.
man, I love your insight because it's a different approach from what I have. That's why I brought you aboard and sent you the
I'm a
email one day.
little like baller. I don't care. Like, I mean, I suck or I win. It's like that's it. Ever fudge anything that I put forth. That's the big deal about me.
Yeah, and then you'll have your own populated chat here. Um, but the best thing about it is not showing up on my portal, but on the user portal, you'll have a watch list. You can create the watch list, repeat, and you can. This will populate as a live quote alert, which you can set your alerts for resistance support lines. You can put my watch list items in there. You can put any other watch list item you want. There's going to be a lot more added to this platform, but we just had to get something generally based out there for y'all, and it will be produced that July 3rd launch.
That's just the beginning. I
It's just
mean,
that's why I love it, man.
if we're
I don't.
talking like weekly plays and things like that, we haven't even hit anything yet. We haven't even hit my strikes on some really good multi-weekly plays. We haven't hit your strikes on multi-daily plays.
Man, I want to call my overall goal in this whole thing is to call a stock that goes from like 30 cents to like $30. That'd be sick.
That's
That would be the I want to see the
exaggerated.
ultimate
I'm
supernova.
so down for like calling a stock to go from like 53 to like 57. That's awesome to me. Like that makes my heart like fill with glitter.
Your heart fills with glitter.
My heart fills my heart fills with things that shouldn't be filled with.
So I've tabulated everyone that won something at the giveaway. Great job.
Do you get my DM messages from H6Y? I don't know if he does.
That would be H69, I think.
H69 is wondering about that.
I appreciate your questions, H69.
Yeah, I mean, I'm offering you $100. You gotta offer something bigger than me at this point. It's.
Dude, I am so out of here. I need dinner, and
I
I'm
mean, I'm
sitting
I'm
here
really out
like,
of
what
here,
the heck?
and I want to offer these people $100.
I give away
I want to
2-year
offer.
memberships, a lifetime, and then my monkey. Hey,
Okay.
I'm like I was on the verge of giving away Shiloh.
No, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. He's offering two of his whole membership times $100 million.
Dude, I am so out of here, man.
Well, regardless, I'm offering $100 to whoever calls the closing price of HMNY tomorrow. If anybody's able to call it and send it to me in a DM, you will get $100 tomorrow through PayPal. I will ask you what your PayPal is, etc., etc. In the meantime, me and Alex, we're having a fun game of he's guessing who the hell his monkey is.
It's Miko, okay? Better keep the name in there already.
Go.
Miko. And it's not. I'm gonna create my watch list live with you guys when I get back. I need to go on a walk and get Shiloh some food as well as myself.
Spiritual walk.
Man, nothing better.
You know what I need to go on? A literal walk of these tickers. I really hope people bring in their answers. I really hope I can see some answers tomorrow morning and really
What I would do,
program.
guys, start from 1 penny. Just if you spend all that time,
If you guys
every
try
penny,
to guess 1 penny
you
and then
deserve
go up
$100.
100, you'll be
But I wouldn't do it. It would get annoying. It would get so annoying. DM Andrew.
I want to disqualify, but if you guys guess the right answer, I'll send you $100. It'll be fun. That's the fun thing about life.
DM him, man.
These contests.
All right, peace, guys. I'll be on later.
Well, anyway, send me a DM with your best guess. I'll look over them tomorrow morning. If you send me your best guess and it's correct by 4 p.m. tomorrow, I will send you $100. So I believe somebody will win it. But that's my life, not yours. Anyways, if you guys have any other questions, please ask away. I know we didn't have much of a Q&A session. I'm here. Is there anything you guys want to ask?
869. You just earned yourself a 6-month free trial. Appreciate that. 6 months free, going on to more. I'll give away as many as I can. 6 months free trial. Thank you, 869. I appreciate you, man.
But